Welcome back, guys. Today I'm gonna show you how I crocheted this vest. It's okay, it's not one of my favorites. So I started recording this, but then I was like, it's taking really long. It would take me like 4 hours to really show you how I did the whole chart. So instead I recorded the yellow part in the back. It's literally the same measurements without the chart. And then I did the ribbing and how I attach the pieces, but that's it. So let me show you how I make this, and hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah. So we're gonna start with our yarn. I'm gonna use yellow today, and I'm gonna use a 3.0 millimeter hook. We're going to chain 71 chains on your hook. So, and keep it loose because you don't want to create that tension. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. So we have a chain of 71. So now we're going to chain 2 more. So I like to block my last chain, 71 plus 2. And we're going to yarn over and double crochet into the 71st chain, or the one you have blocked off. So yarn over, 3 loops on the hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. Perfect. Yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. So we're gonna do double crochet. This should be very easy because we're gonna do, double crochet all the way till the end and for 30 rows. So I'm just gonna show you like one more row, then I'm gonna let you go. So just continue doing double crochet. This is beginner friendly, so it should be very easy and fairly quick. Take your time, don't rush. Do your thing, watch something on TV or listen to some music or podcasts, whatever you got going on. Okay, so we're coming to an end of our 71 chain. So yarn over, go in the double crochet, one more. This is very simple. So now we're going to chain 2. So we're always going to chain 2 for each next round. So 1, 2, change your work or turn your work. And we just completed first row of double crochet, and now it gets really easy. We're gonna do that for 29 rows of total. So this is 1, so we need to do 28 more rows. And every time we turn, we're gonna chain 2. So, and you don't even have to count because you should be able to see it pretty well. So just continue double crocheting all the way until the end, chain 2, you'll be done with the second row. So we're starting on our second row and then do 27 more, so total of 29. So I'm gonna let you go and meet you when you have your 29 rows. Should be very simple and fairly quick, and then we'll start shaping our arm and later we'll shape our neck. Okay, so we just finished our 29 rows of double crochet. It's quite a bit and probably took you a day or a few hours. So now we're going to start decreasing from each side to create the dimples. So all we're going to do, so our total is going to be 41 rows. So you just did 29 rows. So you got quite a bit way to go. So we're going to chain 2 like we always do. 1, 2, turn our work, and now we're going to decrease from each side on every row until we get to row 41. So yarn over, going through the first loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. You're going to pull through 2. You're going to yarn over again and go straight into the next loop. Pull through. Now you have 4 loops. Pull through 2. You have 3 loops. Pull through 3. So now you made 2 chains into 1 chain. That's how we're going to decrease. So go all the way to the end and stop 2 before your last chain. So let's keep going. We're just going to double crochet all the way. You can also use stitch markers, but I'm going to just count 41 rows total. So keep going and I'll meet you right before we hit this end right here. Okay, so we are 3 chains before our end. So now let's do our last one. So now we have 2 chains. So we're trying to make it into 1 because remember we're decreasing. So we're gonna yarn over again, go into that first loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. Just get more yarn. 3 loops on your hook. You're gonna pull through 2. You have 2 loops on your hook. You're gonna yarn over again and you're gonna go into the last stitch. You have 4 loops on your hook. You're gonna pull through 2. You have 3 loops on your hook. Pull through 3. And you should have 1 chain. You can see the 2 columns going into 1. That's, you know, you decrease correctly. So now we're gonna chain 2. So you're now done with row 30. And we're gonna need 11 more rows of decreasing. So a total of 41, because that's how long my piece on the other side with the octopus. So we're gonna chain 2, we're gonna turn our work. And now we're going to do the same thing. So we're gonna go into that first chain that we decreased. We're going to yarn over. We have 3 loops on our hook. We're gonna pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next one, pull up a loop. You have 4 loops on your hook, pull through 2, 3 loops on the hook, pull through 3. And now we decrease again. So you can kind of start seeing this shape of a little, kind of going inward. And now we're gonna do double crochet all the way till the end right here until you have 2. And you're gonna put them together, and then again we're gonna chain 2, decrease again, go all the way to this side, decrease, chain 2, decrease, and continue doing that back and forth until we have 41 rows. So how would you count the rows? So if you see this, so this is 1 row. So the way I usually count is, so you can kind of see 1 row, you can pull it, 1, 2, that's 3 right here, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sometimes spreading it helps to see the difference between the rows, but double crochet should be fairly easy to figure it out. So keep going until you have 41 rows, and then I'll meet you at the end where we're gonna separate the middle and start shaping the neck. And then we should be done soon, and then we can connect, and that's it. See you then, guys. Okay, so we have finished our 41 rows. It's pretty long. And now we're gonna start decreasing from the middle and the side. So we're gonna continue decreasing from the side, putting 2 together. So our total was 46 chain. 46 divided by 2 is 23, and that's what I marked right here with my stitch marker is 23rd chain. So let's start working on our decrease in the front. So chain 2, turn your work, and now we're going to decrease again in the front. So yarn over, have 3 loops on your hook, pull through 2, yarn over, go straight into the next stitch, pull through 2, you have 3 loops on a loop, pull through 2. So now continue going until you have 2 chains before the stitch marker. So let's keep going. So we did 1 because we made 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're getting close. So our 18, 19. And then now we have 3 chains. So we have 2 open chains and then stitch marker. So now we're going to decrease. So yarn over, you have 3 loops on your hook, pull through 2. Yarn over, go into the next one. You have 4 loops on your hook, pull through 2, pull through 3. So we're gonna leave the chain marker stitch by itself. We're not gonna touch that at all. Same on that side, and I'll show you again. So now we're gonna chain 2, and we're only gonna work on this side. We're gonna leave this side be until later. So chain 2, turn your work. Chain 2, turn your work. We're always chaining 2. Now we're going to decrease again. Now we're decreasing from both sides, this side and the end, going back and forth until we have 10 chains. So 1, decrease, so we're 1. This should go pretty quickly. Very simple. We're just doing double crochet with decreases. 9. Perfect. So now we have 18 chains. So now we're going to decrease again by 2. So you should have 16 chains next, then minus 2 again. So let's keep going. So we're going to chain 2. and go all the way until you have 10 chains on the side, and I'll meet you there. So we have 12 chains on our second to last row. So now we're going to decrease on both sides one more time. 1, 2, 9, and then we're going to decrease the end, and that will give us our 10 chains. So obviously if you want to make it longer, you can totally extend the strap, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to chain 1 and cut off my yarn. So I'm gonna leave a short strand because I already did cut off the other strand that's longer. So now let's start working on this side. We're almost done, guys, hang in there. So we're going to grab our yarn and we're going to make a slip knot and attach it right at the end. Perfect. And then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then again we're going to decrease. So first chain, 1 and 2, and then we are going to decrease. So we're gonna leave that stitch marker chain by itself. We're not gonna decrease in there. So 2 left. So we're going to connect them together. Awesome. So now chain 2, we're going to turn our work. And again, I don't know why this looks bigger than that. No, I'm imagining it. Okay, so now we're going to decrease again from this side, go all the way to the other side and connect 2 on the end, and then go all the way until you have 10 chains, and then I'll see you there. So I ran into an issue, of course. So if you count your rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have 6 rows and it's 10 double crochets. I am at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th row, and I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 double crochet. And remember, we need 10, so I can only have 1 more row left. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decrease 4 times, twice on each side to make it 10. So let's chain 2, and I think this could be because my original start is 71 chain. I don't know, I'll have to figure out why that happened, but it could be fixed, which is good. So we're gonna decrease right now. So we have 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, go into the next one. We have 3 loops. Sorry, actually, let me start over. So chain 2, we're going to yarn over and go into our first chain. Go through 2, we have 2 loops. Yarn over, go into our next loop. We have 4 loops on our hook. Pull through 2, pull through 3. Now we're going to decrease again. We're going to go straight into the next one. We have 3 loops on the hook. Go over through 2, yarn over, go into the next one. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 3. So now we have 2 double crochets. So keep going. 3, remember we need 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so now we have 4 left. So now we're gonna do 9, 2 together, and then we're gonna do again 2 more together to make it a 10. Yay, and we did okay. Awesome. So now we have 10 chains on here, 10 chains on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. We did awesome. So now let's chain 1 more loop, chain, and cut off our yarn. And now let's attach this to our other front piece using a yarning needle. So here is our front piece, and we have 10 chains on this side, and I left long strands. Remember, when you're attaching it, we're gonna attach it on the wrong side first. So this octopus is going to be facing us, and the back piece, the yellow, can be either way because it doesn't really matter because it's the same size. Train is coming. Awesome. So now let's get me my yarn needle. So now we're gonna attach the pieces. So go straight into the first one. All right. So now we're gonna work through the back loops only. So the loop closest to you, so you see there's two loops. There's a front loop and there's a back loop. So we're gonna take the back loop and then we're gonna go to the loop the farthest from us, which is the back loop on the other side. Pull through it. So farthest loop and the closest loop from you. Closest and farthest. And we're just going to attach it. This gives you a clean attaching technique. So let's keep going. Should be fairly quick because you only have 10 chains. Awesome, so that's our last one. And if I flip it over, I'll show you how it looks. Looks like this. So very nice. So let's tie our yarn. I kind of like to go over a few times, the same kind of row, just to keep it secure. And then I like to make a knot so it doesn't go anywhere. And then that's why I leave the long strand, because I like it to tie it just in anywhere that you'd like on your project. So just kind of hide that end. Then do the same thing to the other side. And I'll see you when we're done with both sides. Now we're gonna attach our sides. We started decreasing on our 30th row. So row 29 and down needs to start decreasing. So let's count from the start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 29. So this is the chain. So I would use my stitch marker, or just to show you, 29, and then count. Remember, we're still working on the wrong side. Which one is 29 on this side? So now we're going to connect the rows. So you're gonna cut off the yarn, whichever color you want. If you did one color, that's awesome. I did two because I kind of didn't have enough blue yarn to make the other half. So now let's attach it. We're gonna try to do the same back loop only, but this part is gonna be a little bit difficult because it's not clearly seen. I like to leave a little end up here just so I can tie it later. So take your time on this one and really perfect it. Try to find those back loops. So continue going all the way down, and I'll meet you guys at the end when I finish both sides, so we can flip it over and try it on and see how it looks. So here's the vest. I don't like this. Like, it's too bulky for me. So what I think I'm gonna do tomorrow is play around. I'm gonna do decrease, like double crochet, kind of how I do my ribbing in the front for my vest, for my cardigans. And so let's play around tomorrow with the ribbing and to fix this bulkiness, but we have plenty of room to work with, which is awesome. But so far I do like how the colors turn out and everything else. It is long, like it's pretty long, which is really nice, covers your butt, and you know, it's pretty loose. So let's come back tomorrow and start working on the ribbing and hopefully get that right shape. Okay, so it's next day, and at this point I'm playing around with different ribbing technique. So I did this ribbing, which is 3 front post double crochet, 3 back post double crochet, and then we decrease to kind of make it a little bit more snug around our arm. But I wasn't very much pleased with how it turned out. I'm not very actually pleased with the vest itself, because when I try it on, I'll show you, it's kind of bulky in this area under armpit, and I think what I should have done is decreased a little bit more than the actual, like how I did it. I think I should have decreased -2 from the right side to create a better dimple. So now I'm playing with this type of ribbing, which is back post single crochet for 19 stitches, and then I'll put it on this armpit and see, you know, would this be better? But actually, now that I realize, it probably will not. So I think we're just gonna stick with the 3 front post double crochet. So let me show you, and then we'll be done with our vest. Just tie in the ends and then we should be good. and we're gonna go straight under the armpit, and we're gonna make single crochets. It doesn't matter how many, you're just gonna make single crochets, so chain one, and you're gonna make single crochet, which is just go through any hole. It's like here and here. Go through any hole, you have 2 loops on your hook, pull through it. That's a single crochet. Any space that you see, just go in there and do a single crochet. This is just going to be a base, so it'll be easier for us to do our front post and back post double crochet. So there's a space right there. I'm just going to go in. Space right here. So continue doing that all the way around, just in random spaces that you see. Don't worry about the count. Okay, so we're at the end of the arm hole, so I'm gonna put one more in under, actually, yeah. So we're just gonna connect it to the first single crochet that you started with. Now we're gonna chain 2, 1, 2, and we're gonna start doing front post double crochet and back post double crochet. If you don't know how to do that, you can, hopefully I show you and you understand how to do it, or you can totally go off to YouTube and just put front post double crochet. So you're gonna yarn over, and you see there's these posts that we've created. So there's these posts that we have all throughout, and that's our single crochet posts. So we're gonna go around them. So our first post is gonna be front post. So we're gonna go to the back, out the front, and pull the yarn. It does take a little practice. You have 3 loops on your chain, pull through 2, pull through 2. That's front post. You're just doing a double crochet. Next, yarn over, again, front post, go through the back, out into the front. You have 1 post on your loop, on your hook, and then pull through 2, pull through 2. 2 posts. Yarn over, go to the back, out the front. There you go. 3 front posts. Now we're gonna do 3 back posts. Yarn over. So instead of going front or to the back to the front, we're gonna go from the back to the back. And then double crochet. So yarn over. We're gonna come from the back. So the crochet hook should be pointing towards you, and then exiting back, pull. That one always got me tricky, so I did have to practice quite a bit before I got pretty good. And again, one more time. So now we have 3 front posts. You can see they're sticking out. 3 back posts, which is kind of like in the back. So now again, yarn over, go into the next post, and we're gonna do front post double crochet. Yarn over, see the next post, so that should be going to the back, coming out of the front. That's a front post double crochet. There you go. 3, and now we're gonna do back post. So continue doing that all the way around of the armhole, and I'll meet you at the end. It doesn't matter if you have front post in the back post, it's okay. No one's gonna see it because it's gonna be under your armpit. So we'll close that up anyway, because we're gonna start decreasing the back post into 1. So from 3 to 1. So let's keep going, and I'll meet you right when we're finished. Okay, so we made it back, doing 3 front post double crochet, 3 back post double crochet. So I ended up on 3 back post double crochet. You can end up on whatever you have, and it's still fine. So now we're gonna slip stitch into that top 3 chain that we did. So just pull in your hook and slip stitch. So now we're going to chain 2 again, and this time we're going to start decreasing the back post. So we're always going to have 3 front posts, but we're just going to decrease back post until we have only 1. So we're going to go through the front post like we always do, and you're always going to chain 2 when you start your rows. So now we're going to decrease the back post. To decrease the back post, we're going to yarn over. We're going to go through the back to the front and then back to the back. You have 3 loops on your hook. Pull through 2, yarn over, go straight into the next back post. 4 loops on your hook, just kind of how we decrease on the sides that I showed you. Pull through 2, pull through 3. So now you made 2 columns of back post into 1, if you can see. Now we just leave the last one by itself. And then again, 3 front posts. I'll show you one more time. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to do the back post, decrease. So yarn over, go your hook from the back to the front and then to the back. We're going to pull up a loop. We have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next back post. 4 loops on a hook, pull through 2, pull through 3. And then 1 more back post by itself. So continue doing that all the way around and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so we're at the end. I'm going to again slip stitch into the top of the chain, and this is going to be my last round, but you can continue, keep going up. So we're going to chain 2 again, and now we're going to decrease back post even more from 2 to 1. So keep your front post like you always do. So 3 front posts. And then we're going to decrease the 2 back posts. Again, yarn over. We're gonna go from the back to the front to the back. 3 chains on our hook. Pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next one. You have 4 chain on your loop. Pull through 2, pull through 3. So now we've decreased from 2. So we started with 3, then 2, and then now we only have 1. And then continue with the front post. That's pretty much it, guys. And then you're going to slip stitch and then cut off your yarn and hide all your ends and you should be good. Now again, yarn over, go from the back to the front to the back, pull in the loop, 3 loops, pull through 2, again yarn over, go into the next one, pull through 2, you have 3 loops, pull through 3. Continue doing that all the way around, and I'll see you when we're done with the vest completely, when I tie in the ends and we are able to try this on and see how it looks. Okay, so I finished the vest. I'm not too happy about it because of the sides, but it's not bad. It's still wearable. You can wear it either way. I'll show you. It's just kind of bulky, which is like fine because that's what vests are, but I just don't like this. So I'm definitely gonna do another one. This is definitely gonna go into my 2021, not my favorite projects that I've done.